Well, hello and welcome. I'm Kai, and today I thought I would take just a few minutes to break down the gacha system in Infinity Nikki. When I first started playing gacha games, I had absolutely no idea what was going on with all the wishing and the banners, so I thought it would be very helpful to kind of show you what's going on. I will do my best to simplify it, and hopefully it clarifies a few things if you are confused about it. So, yeah, why don't we jump into it? The first thing I want to start with is the wardrobe. So the wardrobe tab is the best place to start because you can see your items. So items go from 1 to 5 stars, although I will say I have not seen a 1 star, so hopefully we don't come across any of those. 5 star is going to be your highest tier where your stats are going to be the best. More than likely, they're going to be your nicer items. 4 stars are still absolutely wonderful. They still give you really good stats. And then 3 stars, while cute items, you're not going to get as well of the stats. So up in the corner, you can see what tier they are. We were talking about 3 stars where they will have some nice things on them. For this one has an A. Other 3 stars, you're more than likely going to get an A on all of them. It's just not going to give you higher stats otherwise, unless if you were to upgrade items and whatnot. But then you have a 4 star item like this, where this one only has an A, but if we go and we take a look at this dress, we have a B and an A, which are really nice in our stats. And then all the way to just show you a 5 star item that I have. This has that S tier, so you're going to get more of that S, 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 A. You might get some nicer things thrown in there too. Just kind of depends on what you grab. And the reason that we want these like higher stats are if you've been playing the game a little bit and you got into that like fashion mini game thing. We see it with the ebony scissors first. That's where you're going to want to be picking those higher stats to make sure you're like essentially winning against them. And ideally not redoing anything or having to leave. So that's basically what those stats are. And the way that we get nice items, you can go to the boutique and buy nice items. You can find them in chests around the world. Sometimes things have even been gifted to us, crafting our outfits and whatnot. But of course, the nicer and more aesthetically pleasing outfits are going to be from your resonance. So in your pair palette, this resonance tab takes us to the banners. And basically, the way that this works is currently we have 3 banners here. This is our permanent banner. This isn't going anywhere. You can work towards these outfits. My favorite thing about this is because there are 4 5 star outfits on there, we have the title guidance. So I'm currently guiding towards the Whisper of Waves. This just means whenever I wish on this, that essentially it's going to help me get those items over the other 3 outfits so that I'm quickly building this because basically with this, each outfit requires at least 9 to 10-ish items to complete an outfit. So you would have to make 180 to 200 wishes to just get one outfit. So they do kind of break it down in a nice way where, if I were to do 10 of these, I'm always going to be guaranteed to get a 4 star piece. And then after 2 10 pulls, so 20 pulls total, you're always guaranteed to get a 5 star. And I'll run into that in just a minute. I do want to keep in mind that on this title guidance, you can totally see where you're at on these. If for whatever reason I wanted to start going towards Blossoming Stars, I could give up and start tracking towards that. I don't recommend it, but you totally can do it. And then it even shows everything that you're looking for here. These are all 5 stars, so you would have to do 20 pulls each to be guaranteed one of them. It is possible too to sometimes get duplicates, so keep it in mind when you're doing your polls. The nice thing here too is that we have these gift boxes. So for every 20 polls, then up to 40 polls, we're going to be getting a little gift here. And this is most times makeup from what I've seen. Loving that. There are chests thrown in here too. These look like they have outfits for Momo. So make sure you're checking in on those because it's always nice to get free stuff as you go. Let's go over to the limited banners. So they do have a timer here up in the corner. Keep that in mind if you're working towards any of these. These banners will always have your 5 star, which is going to be your nicest stats, and then your 4 star. Same with the blooming. You have your 5 star and then your 4 star outfit. You can totally be working towards both. You're more likely going to get more items for your 4 star as your 5 star is normally harder to get. In the same way though, you can go here and as you're doing your draws for this, it's going to give you different items. So I'm working towards the butterfly one. So I've been able to already claim some stuff from it, which is pretty cool. Um, let's see. So we were talking about how when you're pulling on this, you can always get something for 4 star, right? And then 5 stars always guaranteed within 20 pulls. It's very nice because this is your pity system. In other gotcha games, a lot of times you'll see that you need to do like 80 pulls, like 8, 10 pulls to get something decently good. This, because you have like 9 or 10 items that you need, you're always guaranteed after 2 10 pulls. So the way to check where you're at is to go to this history tab. I'm working on Butterfly Dreams, so this is most helpful. There's going to be always 10 pulls on here, whether you pull them one by one or 10 at a time. Going backwards is your first one. So for me, this was my first 10 pull on the banner, so I was guaranteed this 4 star item here. And then I did get 2 duplicates. It happens. Luckily, we got 3 stars and then 4. Very nice. This was my second 10 pull. So I did get that guaranteed 4 star that I was told to get. And because this was 2 10 pulls, this was my 20th, I got that 5 star, which is wonderful. And I really like this because it definitely simplifies the game a little bit when you are pulling for things. These are going to be completely different for each of these. So where I've pulled way more here, I've been more guaranteed to get these 4 stars, and here's my 5 star after the 20. Here's my 4 stars on that first 10 pull, and then this is my second 10 pull of that one, so I got my 5 star guaranteed here. So your limited banners are going to be fully separate from your permanent banner pulls. So permanent banner, you can pull, and your pity, like your history here, will be different from your history on the other tabs. So keep that in mind. So I also know that it can be a little confusing about having all of these like in-game currencies at the top. So I thought we'd break that down in the store quickly. I do want to say this game can be 100% free to play if you want to do that. You do not need to spend money in this game. There are people though who, if they really want to go for something and they're willing to spend in this and this is their thing, totally acceptable. Go for it. But remember, you do not have to. There's no reason you have to if you don't want to. Even if you're not spending money, I do recommend you look at the store because there are ways that you can use these diamonds up here to get more pulls for yourself. And the diamonds are fully your like free in-game currency that you earn. So like, don't be afraid to click on store even if you're not buying anything. So I'm going to go through each of the tabs in the store here, and I'll read out the ones that you can't see because of my camera. Don't worry. We're going to start at this top here. This is the pair pal selected. It looks like this will be changing in and out. This looks like it's a guaranteed outfit for whatever purchase you make. And then if you make more purchases, it looks like it's going to give you these. Not that these are like fantastic by any means, but the outfit is cute. I'll give you that. You can do a full outfit preview to see what you're going to be getting. It just kind of goes into everything here. And then the limited offer ones. I want to point out that I noticed that these are all 3 stars, but they are fairly cheap. This is called Stellarite here, and this is straight up you're like paying for it in game currency. So these outfits you pay for, they're probably not going to have the best stats or numbers on them, but they are super cute if you're playing for aesthetics like many of us are. So, it's still got a lot of really fun things to grab if you do want to get them. They're available here. And then the season picks, which we'll be getting into further. Again, these are going to be more of your like 4-star, very nice outfits that you just straight up pay for. You don't need them. If you like them, go for it. When I was looking, this is a 4-star. The other one that we just looked at was a 4-star, and then these are 2 3-stars. So, I mean, keep the stars in mind if you are interested in working towards stats. Probably better if you are going to pay for something to just grab the higher stats because you don't want to feel like you wasted anything. But that's my personal opinion. We're going to go into the featured tab. Make sure you look here because they do have some free things, and these are weekly limits on some of them. So this, you just click into it and you confirm what you want. It shows you what you get. It's nice to have free materials that help with your stuff. So I highly recommend looking there. This one was also a free one, and although it doesn't look like it was weekly, it still gave me a nice crystal to use. So go take a look at that. Same with this, same idea. These are just packs you can buy. If I were to click into this, it shows you what you get for it. For $1, getting 4 pulls is kind of nice, but granted, keep in mind that they're on different banners. These bluish purple ones are going to be on your, permanent banner, and then the pink purple ones are going to be on your limited banners. I would recommend going more for pink purple ones if you are either buying or using your in-game currency to get them, just because they're going to help you get to your goal faster before that banner runs out. The next tab that you cannot see is the resonance tab. So these surging ebbs and tranquility droplets are obtained the same way, and that is through pulling on the banners. So basically, both of them come if you are getting duplicates. The surging ebb are going to be a little bit harder to get at this point because they require duplicates on 4-star items. So if you get duplicates, they're going to give you those. They can be used to buy crystals, and then it looks like some of these have monthly limits, so keep an eye on that. You know, you can only buy up to 10 of these or whatever. These are oftentimes just going to be harder materials to find. Yeah, they're available if you want to go that route. Tranquility droplets, same idea, but I prefer these. These are for if you get duplicate 3-star items. And this is so nice because every month this is going to reset. If you need materials, that's cool. Totally recommend. But I would most go for these crystals because, like I said, you're going to want to work on building up your banners as best you can if there's something that you really want. Also, if there's nothing you want on a banner, totally save for it. You do not need to get every banner. There's some banners that'll have nicer things, some banners that'll have stuff that you're like, I don't like it. So don't feel bad if you're not pulling on every banner. It's not always worth it. But do keep an eye on this. This will reset in 23 days for me. And then I'll be able to get 5 more. I can only afford, I think, 4 of them right now. But make sure you get up to the 5 if you can. It's nice to do for both if you have the opportunity to. But also, no pressure. Diamonds are the next tab over on the left. This is the best tab that you're going to want to go into, especially if you're free to play, because these are our diamonds up here. And these only cost $120 for a crystal. So right now I could get a full 10 pull and some simply from codes that I put into the game that were free, mail that I've gotten for free, some other things that I will show you after we go through the store tab. But definitely grab these. Again, this is for your limited banner. And then if you are working towards the permanent banner and you like it better, grab these ones. They cost the same amount, which is lovely. So I highly recommend going here if you are a free-to-play player. I mean, everyone should go here, but if you do want to just stick to free-to-play, this is where you go in the store, the Diamond tab. Stellarite, as I mentioned, this is 100% your I'm paying up like tab. If you want to pay the 99 cents to get your 60, I do believe that all of these right now are 60. So, I mean, $1 for one of these, it's actually a pretty solid deal, especially because right now they are doubling them. So your $1 becomes $2, etc. as you go down the list. They don't always double them, so just make sure you're looking at that if that's what you're hoping for. But I have a feeling because the game just came out, they're kind of going around with that. We'll go to the treasure tab. I personally like doing these in other gacha games that I play, but basically for $5, 30 days straight, you get 90 diamonds, which, again, if you're trying to build very quickly towards a banner, in my opinion, this is one of the better ways to do it. It doesn't make me feel like I'm spending a whole lot and yet I'm still getting a lot and then adding as I play the game. So I do like this. This one has 60 if that's what you're interested in, but the diamonds, in my opinion, are very nice. I said we'd talk about the clothing quickly here. These are just those previews for some of those nicer outfits, but again, these are your straight up, like, you're paying for these if you want them. Nothing wrong with them. They have wonderful stats on them, and they're 4 stars. There are 2 very cute 3 stars here too, so if you like them, go for them, and you don't have to have them. So that really covers our store tab. If you have any questions on this, feel free to throw them in the comments. I'm happy to help out where I can. But yeah, so that covers most of these banners and such. Again, make sure you're checking on your gifts after you pull, see if you can grab anything. If you can do a guidance, definitely go for it. Remember to do your 10 pulls and save for those if you can. You can, of course, do 1s, but you might get a 3-star, you might get a 4-star. It's not always guaranteed that you're going to get something, right? Unless you hit that 20th pull, which you can check in your history. Out of this real quick, I just want to mention places that you can get diamonds. So the first one I'm going to mention, always make sure to check your mail down here. Your mail for random things, they have the Nikki celebration event. Look, they're giving a full 10 pull on that permanent banner and some diamonds, which you can totally throw in to get more pulls. Sometimes different characters in the game will send you random things, which is wonderful. Like, this is a lot of diamonds and in-game currency, all free. Same with this. Sometimes if the game developers are kind of going through it and they're making fixes, they'll send you stuff. So very nice to have all the in-game currency to use, and you can use those on your banners. It's great. The other places I would totally make sure you're checking out are the courses, Compendium, Mira level, and what is it over here? Daily Wishes, and Mira Journey. The way that these work, they're kind of acting as like your achievements in the game, and they're very easy to get stuff. So when you're in here, if you collect 50 elegant clothes as you go on, you're going to get rewarded for it. A lot of times you're going to get diamonds and bling, which is like your in-game currency. But yeah, it just kind of depends. And there's a ton of different tabs for these. So I totally take a look at these. Look at this. Earn a normal rating in a styling challenge. Very easy to get, and it looks like they'll build up too. So I would take a look. If you do have stuff to collect, it'll be right here and it'll say claim all. Very nice to do. Copendium kind of does that same thing if you're like leveling up or if it's looking at how you're doing. Just check those tabs out and make sure that you're grabbing everything. Also, you'll have daily wishes. This will reset every single day. Sometimes you'll get it from just like playing the game, but then these as well, which I did earlier. If you took one photo, then you're going to get a reward. So our reward is up here. You would have to like click into this and then it'll go up here. So look at that. We got 10 diamonds out of nowhere. And I mean, if you're playing every day and you get all 5 of these, and you know, this is just like looking at plants or crafting clothing. Very simple things to be rewarded quickly. These will not be going away. This will always be there. Great way to earn stuff if you'd like. And then your Mira Journey, this is like your season pass or your battle pass, however you're used to seeing it. I do believe that this one is $10. But keep in mind, this Journey Overture is free. So as you're going through the levels, you can collect stuff, and the tasks are what are going to help you collect. So earlier I logged in. When I log in tomorrow, I'm going to get more XP. It'll push me forward, and then I'll be working towards the level 7 one where I'm going to get thread. Nice for getting items, nice for getting bling, nice for getting crystals as you go. If you want to pay the money, it looks like you're able to get these cloaks for Momo. There's a few different ones. There's crystals. You'll be getting, of course, this and the bottom ones, but these are locked because I'm not currently paying for a battle pass type season pass thing. They're not typically for me, but for those of you that like the stuff here, sometimes it's worth it to do once in a while. So that's completely up to you. And then this one is currently at 21 days. I do believe these go for the full month. I could be wrong on that. But at least you have a timer to see how long it takes you to get to that level 70 and able to unlock more. So I would say that about covers it. Hopefully that simplified things, and I'm hoping that it was clear so it's not as confusing when you go into it. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to ask me, or even if there are those of you who have played gacha games before and I missed something, please throw it in the chat so others can, you know, just take a look and hopefully figure things out a bit more. Otherwise, I hope you have a good one, and thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.